Lindsay Street roadwork continues to take a toll on Norman. Oklahoma energy tax cuts are gone with the win, and OU students rally for a professor's tenure. This is OU Nightly. And driving down West Lindsay Street has been more like riding a roller coaster than the entrance to the University of Oklahoma.
And construction began on the project more than 2 years ago, but here's what they're doing this week. Workers will continue constructing the Lindsay Street I-35 off-ramp, begin installing drainage boxes along McGee, and continue working on the columns on the Lindsay Street Bridge over Imhoff Creek.
And Reagan Ledbetter joins us live on Lindsay Street with more details on those projects and when they'll be finished and what it's going to look like. Reagan?
Yeah, that's right, guys. Not a lot of positive things have been said during this whole process. A lot of drivers and business owners have had frustration that has piled up, but the end product may be worth it.
And I know a lot of people are looking forward to that new street.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Reagan. And a state tax credit that helped Oklahoma jump to third in the nation in wind energy production is coming to an end later this year. In another attempt to close the state's $868 million budget shortfall, Governor Mary Fallin signed legislation to end the 2003 tax credit for zero-emission facilities. Under the original measure, facilities had until 2021 to start operating for the credit, but that deadline is now July 1st of this year. Oklahoma officials do not think that the state will see a fall in wind energy production following the end of the tax credit, and despite these changes, Oklahoma will not see substantial changes in its budget in the near future due to the 10-year length of the program.
And the Oklahoma House of Representatives honored the late Representative David Brumbaugh following his death this Saturday. Brumbaugh's office was decorated with an Oklahoma flag draped across his chair and a folded U.S. flag sitting on his desk. A cause for death was not been released, and funeral services have yet to be announced.
Oklahoma now has a new definition for weed. Governor Mary Fallin signed House Bill 1559 today, amending the definition to exclude any approved cannabidiol drug or substance from being considered marijuana. No cannabis drug has been approved by the FDA, but it's currently being researched to help treat childhood seizures. This is the third year in a row Fallin signs a bill to expand its use. Well, it's kind of hazy and cloudy outside.
It's cloudy, but it's still 70. It feels nice. Grant, what is going on?
Yeah, guys, it is pretty nice out there. The clouds have kind of hung around all day, and unfortunately, it really dodged all of the rain from last night and into today. Most of it staying well to the south now, but I'll show you more on that in Maine weather, and that's helping to keep cooler temperatures. 62 down in Ardmore. We're 69 right here in Norman, just a couple degrees warmer up in Oklahoma City, and with all that moisture is making it feel a little bit muggy out right now. 59 is our dew point. And it's when we get into the 60s and even 70s when it starts to feel really humid out there, so not far off of that. Now, coming up in Maine weather, I'll show you when we'll see a break from these clouds. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Grant. The oil and gas industry is always a hot-button topic in Oklahoma, and as our Nate Fain reports, what's good for the industry often means more spending for consumers. Thank you, Olivia. Well, April had her baby, and more than 1 million people were watching and cheering her on. The internet's favorite giraffe gave birth to an unnamed male calf Saturday morning, and within an hour, the little feller was up and walking around. This was April's 4th calf, and the new giraffe will be relocated in 10 months, but before that, giraffe fans will have a chance to name the new guy. Any bright ideas for new giraffe names?
Why do you put us on the spot?
June.
Oh, well, born in April, but okay.
Yeah,
June,
true.
What's the 4th one? So we can just do like an extra month. Well, my bad.
All right, you guys think about it.
We'll get to the weather.
Yeah.
It's a warmer day in store for tomorrow. A little bit more sun as well. Then Wednesday, the wind really picks up and even warmer, 83 for a high, and then chance for some severe weatter next Friday. So
Great.
we'll keep an eye on that for you.
Yeah, thank you. Any brilliant ideas while we were listening to weather?
Absolutely not. Spots.
Right, yeah.
Spot.
I feel like that's the evident choice there.
All right. Well, thanks for watching OU Nightly, brought to you by Gaylord College at the University of Oklahoma.
We'll see you back here tomorrow night live at 4:30.
Have a great evening.
Good night.
An officer involved shooting in the middle of Norman. A sexual assault questions the safety of Norman streets. And once again, legislatures want to put guns on campus. OU Nightly starts now. A sleepy Monday on Main Street turned into a bloody shooting this morning between Norman police and an armed suspect.
The gunfire rang out across from the street from the west end of Norman High, directly in front of the Habitat for Humanity resale store. That's where Nightly's Reagan Ledbetter joins us for the story.
Guys, things have quieted down now here on Main Street. The parking lot behind me is where this morning's shooting came to a bloody end. But that's not where it all began.
Governor Mary Fallin says not so fast to state lawmakers. The State Department of Health struggles to stay afloat, and a thankful police encounter. This is OU Nightly. Just when lawmakers thought they were off the hook, Governor Mary Fallin uses her powers to pull them right back in.
That's right, Storm. After 2 budget-fixing bills died on the Senate floor, House Bill 1019 made it to the governor's desk only to be ripped apart. Welcome to OU Nightly. I'm Shay Smith.
And I'm Storm Jones. On Friday evening, Fallin vetoed all but 5 sections of House Bill 1019. The bill was the legislature's attempt to fill Oklahoma's $215 million budget hole. Fallin said the bill doesn't provide a long-term solution.
Among other things, the vetoes preserve a $30 million emergency fund for the Department of Health, ensuring the department can meet its next payroll. Fallin also said she couldn't support majority of the bill because it uses most of the state's one-time funds and a huge portion of the rainy day funds as well.
Fallin says signing 1019 would have left the state facing a $600 million hole in February. With a budget hole problem unresolved, Fallin says she'll call another special session in the near future.
Stay with us in the coming weeks for full coverage of the Oklahoma budget crisis.
And it was a windy day out there, Shay.
It is, but temperatures are cooling off. Jordan, what's it look like for Thanksgiving?
That's right. So we have the cold front that's moving through right now. A high pressure system is moving into the area. Kaylee Nix, though, joins us live now. She's going to let us know what we can expect for Thanksgiving. Kaylee?
That's right, guys. I'm standing out here right now on a beautiful fall day in Norman, and I'm going to take you out across the country to look at your travel forecast for tomorrow. As we head over to the East Coast, you're going to see some rain and some showers out up to the Northeast, but those are going to move out by your Wednesday afternoon travel. So it's going to be some pretty nice travel weather for you heading out to the central U.S. Almost nothing going on in the central U.S. Nice high pressures taking over, clear travel day. No travel impacts are going to be felt. But then moving out into the west, there is going to be a little bit of delays up in the Seattle and the Portland area. We are expecting an extended period of rain for the next few days, moving through Wednesday and Thursday. As you head into your Thanksgiving day, however, temperatures across the nation are going to be absolutely beautiful. A little bit cooler up in the northeast, warmer across the central plains, and now you're up to date. Back to Storm and Shay.
And this Thanksgiving season, one Mississippi town is receiving some unexpected surprises. To show that police work is more than just tickets and traffic violations, Saltillo police handed out turkeys instead of fines at traffic stops. Now, at my traffic stop, I luckily cried out of a $400 ticket.
Wow,
so
way to go.
No turkey, but at least I didn't get the ticket. And Jordan, we have something cool going on in weather.
That's true. Weather fact of the day before we wrap it up. And back on this night in 1992, Tulsa actually had a surprise snowfall of about 6 inches. Now, It's obviously going to get cold tonight, but we're not expecting any snow tonight.
No snow.
Just going to get cold. 29 degrees for tonight and then 50 degrees for tomorrow afternoon.
We'll keep hoping for that surprise snowfall, Jordan.
Maybe we will.
Yes,
All right.
like a beautiful Thanksgiving snow.
There you go.
I always like snow.
All right,
The first snow of the year, it just feels right.
Exactly.
There you go.
And then they can cancel school for like
Exactly.
a week or
Yeah.
something.
Or
That would
forever.
be perfect. Exactly, right?
Thanks, Jordan. And thanks for watching OU Nightly, brought to you by the Gaylord College at the University of Oklahoma.
Have a great evening.
And a great Thanksgiving holiday.
Good night.